Hello there, and welcome to the next episode of the Schalke rebuild. Just before we get into today's episode, if you wouldn't mind checking below, see if you are subscribed, hit the like button if you do go on to enjoy it, and leave a comment of who we should sign in the summer, because this is the last episode of the season. Anyway, since that last episode, we've only played 5 games just to get towards the end of the season. 1-0 win over Karlsruhe with Emil Højlund getting a penalty. 5-0 defeat against Elversberg, where the players actually refunded the performance, which kind of says it a lot. I think that damaged morale as the 3-3 draw with Prua Munster, Højlund getting 2 and Frullo getting a goal. Paderborn, 1-1 draw, Peter Remnant getting a goal in that one, and then back to winning ways with a 3-1 win over Fortuna Düsseldorf. Anyway, since that last episode, we have had a couple issues. Firstly, Oscar Frullo has now been recalled by Schalke for some reason. Gladbach for some reason. But we have signed him on a free transfer, so he's joining us for next season. Not really sure why that's happened, but we'll take it. Also, we've had a bit of an injury situation. Becker is, just coming back from an injury. CB King out for 2 weeks. Leonard 4 to 7 weeks. Vozar 7 days to 2 weeks. Balde up to 3 weeks. This guy just got a random ACL. Højlund's out for 3 to 7 days. Tubic is out for 6 to 7 days, and I'm just like, what is going on? So, in goal for his professional debut is Luka Podlek. Is it his professional debut? It's not his professional debut. He's played for our second team, so first team debut. So not ideal, but Tidan Torre, another guy, probably not good enough for this league just yet, but he is just 21. Ihan and Sanchez with Becker, Gruja, and then midfield kind of just putting place together Gruja. Then we've got Timothy Rupil, who's French, 22. Well, I thought he was French. It turns out he's from Luxembourg. Salazar, and then Simon Doyawara, and then Peter Remnant, who should be a lot better than he has been. Did score in the last game, I think, or a game before. I subbed him on and he scored at some point. Anyway, bench, we've got this young left back, who's Turkish left back, who's wanted by some clubs, so I was just like, let's give him some game time, but his technicals are lacking. But anyway, let's not waste any time. We've got 2 games left of the season. Firstly against Nuremberg. But firstly, we should actually get to show you the league table. If we go into this finally, Hanover have now won the league on 64 points. We're on 44 with a minus goal difference. We're scoring about enough goals, but we're just conceding way too many. Scoring 41, conceding 46. I'll just highlight us. That's a bit easier to say. Just losing too many games, drawing too many games. For a team that was predicted to finish second, to finish slap bang mid-table, not great, but I think I've said enough about problems for this time. Here's that left back. Give him a squad number. So into this first game, I forgot who the second team were playing against. Anyway, we'll find that out later. So Nuremberg, Finn Becker, I recognise, and that's really it. Right then. Hopefully we can get a good performance. We have dipped a little bit since the turn of the year, well, the last couple of months. But honestly, with the amount of injuries, it's kind of explainable. So the first real highlight of the game, Nuremberg have just been on top. I think they are quite high in the league. I forgot to actually check. Corner, headed wide, and not really highlight worthy if I'm going to be totally honest. We are underdogs for this game, and we've not really had the best day in front of goal. We haven't really seen any of it, but that's at least what our assistant manager says. In the 71st minute, I think in all seriousness, I would take a 0-0 from this one. And as soon as I say that, Sanchez gives away a penalty. Just... jeez. VR will check it. It probably will be a penalty now it's awarded. And it is awarded. Honestly, we get a slight surprise of doing something good. And then we just... I don't even know. Just kaput. Stepanov to step up for Nuremberg, and Potlek can't do anything. 10 goals for him in the season. I think it's about time we bring on a couple players. Firstly, I think that left back, he can come on. Who else? Shibara. Who else do we even have on the bench? Popple, maybe not. Sure. You wanted more game time. Honestly, at this point in the season, we're just gonna rotate the squad a bit, to be honest, with our injury problems. We're just keeping fit is kind of a hard thing to do. 78 minutes in, we have our first highlight, dropping down to 11th. Diawara to Remnant is a bit of more of a target man than Højlund. Orich to Diawara to Salazar. Diawara, Remnant. I thought you would just whack that wide, but it is apparently a corner. Deep free kick for Nuremberg. Just Van to take it. What we do is going to shoot. I thought that went in. There we are then, penultimate game of the season. FC Nuremberg 1, Schalke 0. They are second in the league, and that is just the standard. Nice to see the new patch is working well. Right then, into the last game of the season, and can't get relegated. I mean, we are closer to relegation than the promotions, so that's bad. And there is the last game of the season, Eintracht Braunschweig. Even just in the break since that last game, Oscar Højlund, training injury. For some reason, he got injured heading the ball in training. Just what we're doing in training the last couple of weeks, I have no idea. Anyway, same starting lineup against a team. Where are they in the league? Bottom 3. Trying to fight for them playoffs. Probably Munster, probably going to be in the playoffs, but Dusseldorf and Greuther Fürth already down. Nuremberg, after that win against us, are promoted or in the playoffs. I mean, definitely one of them. There'll be a pretty bottly of them to get in the playoffs now, but probably promoted from them. Hopefully we don't have someone really good coming down from the Bundesliga, because I kind of want to get promoted sooner than later, because, well, I think Schalke as a club just deserve to. Maybe not this Schalke, but I think the fans, if anything, just deserve to. Another game in the rain. I thought being in Germany we might see a little bit less rain, but apparently not. Anyway, against that formation we hate again, the 3-5 whatever. Headed away, Diawara to Gruja, to Becker, to Rupel, Timothy Rupel, one of the youngsters that we're just checking in because injury happens. That's great words. Anyway, that's one of the good things about having random youngsters come in. They can come in and, well, score for us. 18 minutes in, Simon on this right hand side, Prue Munster, 1-0 up. Bell, one of the weirdest names, but sure. No, I'm going to try and pronounce his name. Out to Gomez for... I forgot their name already. I've got a habit of doing this. Gomez into Max Mary. 5 goals, 5 assists to him. It's pretty cool that we see that stat. And tapped in from a range where he couldn't really miss. They've only had that one shot on target, or one shot in the whole game, and it's gone in, so still a little bit in control of this game. Rupel not really going past this man. Becker might Probably not. Up to Salazar, Diawara, Salazar, shot. What a shot. Mario Salazar. Another one of these squad players that not quite enough quality for the starting 11, but definitely off the bench. Our 2 midfielders. I got our 2 goals. Nice to see someone. Wow. Nice to see we're actually getting goals that aren't from our front 3. I mean, it's not exactly been potent in the last couple of weeks. Up from Sanchez away to Rupil. Not really sure what he's trying there. Brunig. Out wide to Belbel. To Gomez. Forward to Mehmet Aydin. It's just all the space in the world on this side. Back to Marie. To Flick. Did he save that? Or was that just wide? So then, our last 45 minutes of the season. Can we keep the 3 points? Not that it actually matters. It's a bit of a dead rubber. Valentin Becker on this left hand side. Simon's got an injury, of course he does. Just what we're doing in training, or maybe it's just, oh, I thought that was going in. Maybe it's just like fatigue at this point, but I don't know what our physios are doing. Hoffman with the goal kick. We should really win those because our centre backs are tall, I guess. Everyone in this league is tall for some reason. Maybe we just had a real tall side. Remember Aiden, who did have all the space, does have a little bit of space. Not really putting any pressure on it. Flick to Gomez to Marie to, I'm not even sure how to pronounce his name, off the post. Our defenders are a little bit risky. You want to just pass between themselves. Long ball up to Marie. Sanchez cuts that one out. 53 minutes in. Seems like we're definitely not on the ascendancy at the moment. A lot of possession for them. I guess they are the only team in this game with anything really to fight for. They don't really want to be in that relegation playoff. In behind for Marie. Keeper's come out. He has a touch on it, and Max Marie scored the first one, and now he's got a second one. Chips the keeper, and seems to be a bit of an issue for us without goalkeepers. Remnant trying to get us back into this game. Crossfield ball and Koa straight away. Honestly, it's like playing a League 2 team. There's just the amount of long balls. Simon. Crossfield ball into Diawara. Not sure why that's not aiming for the striker. Becker to pick it up though. What's he going to do with it? Crossfield ball. Remnant can't really sort his feet out. Gruja doesn't really jump for that either. Ihan to Zalzar. Becker. 10 minutes plus added time left of the season. Still 2-2 in this one. I think the 2-2 kind of, without looking at the league table, suits both teams, to be honest. Bar in behind for Gomez. I mean, defeat wouldn't really do that. And not going to try and pronounce his name. There we are then. The season ends with a pretty disappointing result in a pretty disappointing season. 2-2 in this one. Anyway, not really happy. Should have really won that one. We have got some free transfers already lined up. I guess we'll have a better look at that in the next episode. They did avoid relegation as well, so pretty cool for them. Into 9th. Maths. 15, 18 points. It's not undoable, but just look at that rating. Average rating is just... Board isn't happy. I'm not happy. I mean, what's the season preview now? 5th. I think that says a lot. Anyway, that is the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed up to this point, make sure you drop a comment, see who, if we should sign in the summer. Bearing in mind our budget is tiny. Do have a lot of wage budget though. And that is the end of today's episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next season.